Alright. Welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Here we are once again in ME3 with our Infiltrator build, and welcome to episode 59. We're getting close to the end, so before we start the Leviathan Mass Effect DLC with the Citadel, here with Dr. Bryson, I figure we'll take a few moments. We went across the damn galaxy, picking up bits and pieces here and there, trying to finish off all the side quests here in the Citadel. So we're about to turn in a bunch, see if we could get some good stuff at the Spectre's office, and we'll see where we'll go from there. Oh, it's gonna be a fun one today, folks. So let's get this started. Let me check the map first. Alright, let's see. NBC office derelict. You also want to go to the Spectre office. I believe we have enough credits and I actually get the Cerberus Harrier. One of my favorite guns in this damn game. Let's see. Consular in the Huerta Marl Hospital. I think we pick up the Rings of Elune. Let's see. Angry Elcor in the VIP entrance. Oh, that's a new one. Let's see. War Strategist, Researcher, Tally, the RO. We definitely gotta go to Commons. And one of the refugees in Bay 4 in the holding area. Alright. I keep thinking of pressing it run. I think it was this one. Ambassador.
Human, I must speak to you on behalf of my people.
What is it?
Holding sorrow, Dakuna, my home world, the Reapers have come. Holding sorrow, our warriors are under siege, but your forces can rescue them. Urgently, please. All the other races have turned us aside.
How do your people fight?
Proudly, with VI-assisted infantry. Our soldiers carry heavy weapons into battle mounted on their backs. Mixed pride and shame, our enemies have called us living tanks, as well as names less flattering.
I'll take the Normandy as soon as we have time.
Relief. Thank you, Commander. Small hope. Perhaps we can evacuate some of our civilians when your forces arrive. Anxiously, I will remain here for news. Please hurry. Dakuna burns.
That's no one.
Look, I filled out all the forms you requested and jumped through every hoop. I don't even know where Neota is, and I'm gonna be deployed soon, too. Everyone's been called back to active duty since Earth was attacked. I can't leave my daughter here alone.
Refugees fleeing to sanctuary have been killed.
No, I know what I said. Divert forces to the
I can't remember which one was officer, such and such.
Thessia has been attacked by alien forces. Taken by Reaper forces, refugees from Dakuna are fleeing to the Citadel.
Who was Officer Delic? Oh, I'm gonna be in the embassy offices. Oh, okay. I'm in the freaking lobby.
Refugee camps in the Citadel are straining existing resources. The Council reports that huge shortages.
Huh? That office is closed.
Spectre status recognized.
And now, an ANN editorial comment. We've heard non-stop news about massacres on our homeworlds. But let's not forget that we've survived heavy losses before. Rachni-consumed Solarian colonies. Periods of ethnic cleansing have darkened the corners of
Ooh,
human
wait.
history, but we're a galaxy.
Harrier, Typhoon, Piranha.
Threats, both organic and synthetic, we've endured.
Seriously, why is the valiant so much?
Will save them. To you, I ask, what were the Reapers doing during all those years in dark space? They were hiding, waiting until the right moment, and anything that hides knows what fear is. They fear us, because if we get the upper hand, there won't be any more Reapers. This is Iris Dunnigan for Battlespace. Good night.
Yeah, service area. Hmm.
Geth ships have given the Turians critical support to keep their military functional. Refugees fleeing to Sanctuary have been killed. The Alliance is warning civilians that Sanctuary was a front for Cerberus operations. Cerberus forces have been repelled after attempting to seize an Alliance comm facility on Enteron.
I may have to look up this dude to find out where he's at, because I don't see him here. Okay, now I know where he's at. Dude, they labeled that mini map wrong. He says the embassy offices, but he's over here at the end of the hall past the Earth embassy. In front of one of the terminals, and I wish it was a little bit better detail. I think it's this guy over here.
This is a problem, boss. Cerberus has changed their ciphers, and our codebreakers aren't getting anywhere at the moment. I've got our best teams working in shifts on it, but ensuring Citadel systems integrity is just gonna take time. If we can get some of their field encryption tools, maybe sample ciphers. I understand. Keep trying.
Your intel, right? I found these encryption codes on a Cerberus engineer. I thought they might be helpful.
Cerberus ciphers. That's exactly what we've been looking for. Thank you, Commander.
Alright, looks next up, watch the memorial.
Erdnot Rex remains adamant that the Krogan will continue to support the Turians. Alvin has not yet.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. 1 moment, please.
We're gonna have fun in the comments. I'm just glad I found that damn Keliosaur sample.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Excuse me. I recovered the rings of Elune. They're waiting in Bay D-24.
That's wonderful. Thank you. My people will treat this miraculous find as a call to support their local hospitals.
For the first time since the Ragnarok, the Asari homeworld of Thessia has been attacked by alien forces.
Alright, Angry Elcor. Let's see what's that about, Purgatory.
Spectre status recognized. 1 moment, please.
And we turn in the mission site stuff. And pursuing comments, I think we could take a cab to the Dr.
Now
Bryce.
arriving at ward level Purgatory.
Are you the Angry Elcor? Yeah, you are.
I recovered the Code of the Ancients from Dakuna. It's waiting for you in Bay D-24.
With shock and joy. Really, this is wonderful news. Thank you, human. Sincerely, this will greatly aid our people.
Alright, commons as it is.
Spectre status recognized. 1 moment, please.
So, what were you able to pull from the inscriptions? Really? Excellent. I knew they'd find something.
Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies. Any opened goods can only be returned for store credit.
Please visit any of our Elkos Combine. Welcome to Kanala Exports.
Got new armor pieces. And we can
We
feel.
appreciate your for any and all personal needs.
Now, where's that scientist that needed the Kegalosaur sample? No, he was in the apartments, I believe. Right and a right? Nope, that's not right.
Continue to support the Turians. Alaman has not yet fallen to Reaper forces.
Actually, I found a Cagliasaur skull preserved in amber. Maybe you could clone it, or...
You're kidding? You're kidding. Seriously? Well, if the genetic material is intact, we could... We've got cloning facilities on Surkesh. Cagliasaur genes were remarkably pliable. Cloning might be effective. Really? And they're already riding the first units into battle? Well, that's great. No, don't worry about that. It's how Cagliasaurs mark territory, and the Krogan don't seem to mind. Really? And they're already riding the first units into battle?
Okay, that's one. Let's see, courtyard researcher.
With the Elkor homeworld taken by Reaper forces, refugees from the
It's how Cagliasaurs mark territory, and the Krogan don't seem to mind.
refugee camps in the Citadel are straining existing resources, and the Council reports that food shortages may happen in the near future.
I've recovered the obelisk of Karza. It's waiting for you in Bay D-24.
You have? It's amazing. Thank you, Commander. That's going to help immeasurably with some very sensitive work.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Casa Fabrication Weaponry.
Casa Fabrication Weaponry hasn't forgotten Earth. Neither should you.
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods.
How come I didn't see these armor
Our
pieces
selections
before?
include rare technology upgrades from the Terminus systems. Thank you for shopping at Nosastra Sporting Goods.
Hello, Shepard.
Okay, they're gonna be saying the same stuff. Let's see.
Welcome to Cipertine Armory. Thank you for shopping at Cipertine.
Welcome to Agor Munitions.
Please obey all government restrictions when made by Agor Munitions will show in your credit report as AM Trading Limited.
Of course. We can have ships at the colony in 36 hours. Do you need medical support?
No, evacuating the colony is more than enough. Thank you, Ambassador.
Ambassador?
I'm coordinating actions for the fleet while we're here. Evacuating colonies, bolstering Turian defense lines. I think it was right here. 3 years ago to the day.
What?
This was where Saren's assassins fired at me. I'd just gotten to the Citadel. I didn't think I needed my barriers up. My mistake.
Saren had assassins after you?
Right. I disabled the Geth and found that recording that proved he was working with the Reapers.
Reapers!
I went to Ilium and tried to inform the authorities, but Saren's mercenaries attacked me. I barely escaped. I stowed away on a Turian freighter and came out here. I thought I was safe.
You never told me about this. How bad was it?
Got me in the arm. They used polonium rounds. I was running a fever in minutes. It was the first time I'd been really hurt on my pilgrimage. I ran to the council embassy, asked for protection, offered the data on Saren. The Turian clerk called me Soot Rat. He threatened to have me tossed off the station if I didn't leave.
I wish that clerk could see you now.
He just did.
He just did. That was him back there. I don't think he remembers me.
And you're assisting him in spite of that.
This war is too big for old grudges. You showed me that. We are at peace with the Geth. I can't waste my time on a Turian who made me angry. Besides, it all worked out. I made it to the wards. You found me. Happy ending.
And now the Turians will get the aid they desperately need.
I nearly reminded him who I was. Made him apologize, rubbed his nose in it. Maybe he and I both needed to grow up a little.
The difference is that you helped when it counted.
Thanks, Shepard. So did you.
Freaking awesome. Defense drone available. Huh, I thought I would have actually got that in the ship talking to her. I think by doing Dr. Bryson, get that DLC up and going, and we can also swing by Dakuna and get the L core extraction. How did I miss the Prothean Sphere? I thought I got that. Oh, I probably need to inform somebody then. That's what the refugees is probably in Bay 4 then. Almost messed up. Alright, holding area, let's go. I think we also could take a cab from there to Dr. Bryson.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay E24. Emergency civilian housing.
Armstrong Nebula have also fallen to Reaper forces.
All the way in the back.
As fighting continues, the Reapers now control more than half the inhabitable galaxy.
Welcome to Batarian State Arms. Please observe all cast restrictions when making a purchase. Thank you for your patronage.
Quarian and Geth ships have given the Turians critical support to keep their military functional.
I found a Prothean sphere on Gay Hinnom. Contact the Alliance and tell them Commander Shepard asked them to pay you for it.
Yes, thank you. I'll call them right now.
Refugee camps in the Citadel are straining existing resources, and the Council reports that food shortages may happen in the near future. As Reaper forces
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please.
I thought they would have the cabs down there, but no, we gotta go up a floor. Alright, let's get ready for Dr. Bryson.
Now arriving at Docking Bay D24.
Whoa! Somebody please load in the DLC. I hope I'm not stuck in this loading screen for too long, because I hate to reset the game and lose any progress we had. Can't even turn or anything. Let's do a quick reset of the game then. Oh, hopefully it's saved on an autosave. What was the last autosave moment? I believe probably when we went to docking 24, D24. It autosaves every time you go to a new area. Maybe it's better if I hop onto the Normandy and then go to Dr. Bryson like the original DLC. That or it loads us in right into it. Because that was a first. Oof, it loaded us in perfectly. There we go, we got our HD textures now.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley? Could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
That's an interesting goal, but is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
Nope.
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we could just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
I could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near.
He's been
Hadley,
indoctrinated.
you have the data.
No!
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine, but I could use your help sorting this out, EDI. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, There was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. You have to believe that.
So someone else pulled that trigger.
But I would never do that.
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it, get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update?
Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something.
Give me the brief.
About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication.
What could have killed the Reaper in the first place?
Exactly. That's the real Leviathan.
It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down.
You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Oh
Yet,
yeah.
Given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say, then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No. But we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Search the lab for clues, boys. Oh, what is this? Freaking Huskhead. Give it a zap or two.
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the Galaxy Map program.
Ooh. Cranial trauma system too. I also saw something when we landed. High velocity barrel.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. The hell does that mean?
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart.
Alright. The Erlen?
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
The photographs have a trace chemical residue. It may be visible under another light source.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Meteorite sample with traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need Ezo?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supply.
Let's get the closer, that way I don't get the
Can you
background
give me a
noise.
search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding the search filter now.
Ooh, there's another piece. Do you remember the recoil system being in here?
By Anne Bryson, age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis, but I detect no trace of the decryption key in this... art.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search.
Yes, it can.
Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding it now.
It's Nessie!
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster's more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Damn it, Edie, you gotta clown on my gun. God damn, I wish I had a shower like this.
Sovereign, vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute. Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
All right, let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
There's something else around here.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there, unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
Looks like Anne Bryson and her daddy there.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so now.
Reaper activity.
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Element 0 deposits.
Three possibilities.
Rachni activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. 3 possibilities.
Blackout crimes.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Rachni activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Alien sightings.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. We have a match, marking the galaxy map.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
Let's go. Before we do that, I want to see if we could upgrade that Cerberus Harrier to make it a little bit lighter, because I know that's could be a heavy gun. Also, check out the armor pieces we picked up as well. And I guess the other weapons got upgraded. So now it does more weapon damage. I think that one armor set is gonna be in the Citadel DLC. The one you get to be the Phantom suit for the female ship. Let's see, we lose that. Saber. Oh, we got the locust as well. Let's see if we give that a rock. So where are we going next?
successful.
Damn, they were waiting for us. Oh, my mouse is running out of power.
I found something.
Okay, hopefully this is the only assets here.
We have located Garneau.
Let's see. All right, let's go.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
We've all read Edie's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Is there a clearer idea of what this Leviathan was?
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
But it is Garneau, Dr. Bryson's associate, that we are looking for.
Right. If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
Agreed.
The doctor was right. Anything powerful enough to kill a Reaper needs to be investigated. Just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
Bryson said they were shadowing his field teams. If they're after Leviathan too, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Take us in.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun with this one.
Don't go anywhere, Cortez. We'll grab this guy and be right out. Keep me updated on the Reaper situation.
Yes, Commander.
Press the button.
Scouting party.
And it sounds like they brought some friends. You got it!
Let's get Garneau before the serious troops arrive.
The civilians inside aren't likely to be worried.
Freaking brutes and all that shit around here, yeah. I'll be worried too. Ooh, that's a nice loading screen.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. All guests need to sign in at reception.
They're taking it pretty well, don't you think?
They've all been indoctrinated.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I see. That will be all.
That will be. Hello?
Yes. Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. How can we help you? Yes. For the tour. Please sign in.
You don't seem worried about those Reapers. You know something I don't?
TGS Mineral Works is a small to mid-level supplier of tungsten to the galaxy.
That's not what I meant.
Are you familiar with the applications of tungsten?
I'm looking for a researcher named Dr. Garneau. They would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau. Do you need to see a doctor?
about I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken. And now, we're done. Step away. Step away. You don't belong here.
Bad vibe to these guys. I don't think we want to push it.
Let's look around. Carefully.
Who's living in the ducts?
Excuse me.
You don't belong here.
Damn.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works, proud providers of tungsten since 2162. Interested in working with us? Tour our facility to discover if TGS Mineral Works is right for you. Enter the facility to see our workforce in action. Welcome to TGS Mineral Works, proud providers of tungsten since 2162. Interested in working with us? Tour our facility to discover if TGS Mineral Works is right for you.
You can't be in here. I will call security.
The people seem fearful. It is difficult to determine why.
We need to fix that elevator.
Aren't you worried about the Reapers?
We know nothing. Go away.
You don't belong here.
Repair terminal activated.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator, but we have to stay with it.
I remember this in multiplayer.
Repairs initiated.
Looks like Garneau used the elevator.
The elevator security log said Garneau came through here in the last week. Why are they lying about that?
No idea.
Because they're all
So we don't have to
indoctrinated.
look too far.
Welcome to the Mineral Lab. Our researchers are always hard at work.
I see a trend among the miners. They appear to be doing everything but mining.
The terrain pain threshold before psychosis is too high.
What pain stimuli is applied more quickly?
Interesting. We should look into that.
Even estimating 60 days for complete global starvation is the merciful route.
Absolutely. That's the data to use.
Weird vibes going around.
Have you seen Dr. Garneau?
You shouldn't be here.
Evolutionary implications of human biotics. Strange thing to be studying.
Turn back. You shouldn't be here.
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied. This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied. This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
We need a personnel ID.
This is a restricted security terminal.
I don't have one.
Access denied.
Turn back. You don't belong here.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
TGS Mineral Works has an eye on the future. Cutting-edge research drives us forward. Smart minds, smart business. Primary research interests include improving extraction practices and enhancing product quality.
You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here.
TGS Mineral Works is focused on
They're watching me.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied. This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
I don't have that.
Brown Jenny, personal ID of $231.95.
Access denied.
Turn back, Commander.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
our tour will continue outside the med bay.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Garno. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. I found another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's where I'll be. If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal. Bryson, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. Garno out.
So he's still here. Do we have that passcode hack?
Yeah, we just need to enter it at the security terminal.
High velocity barrel.
Punch in Garno's terminal hack and see what it gets us.
Access granted.
The ship dropped him off a week ago.
It appears he had full access at one point before going into hiding.
Unknown male was involved in an altercation in the mines.
Garno was heading to the mines.
Looks like he was taken to the med bay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low security, all access area. The med bay is is restricted to authorized personnel with active patient file numbers.
I have the file number.
Let's go get Garneau.
Let's go.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
File 7364.
Access granted.
Is that Garneau?
If it is, we came a long way for nothing.
If you are looking for Garneau, you have found him. I am Dr. Garneau.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. Are you all right?
Yes. Only I'm trapped in here.
What's been going on in this place?
I was doing my research. Until the incident.
They attacked you.
It's true. But aside from my confinement, I'm fine.
Bryson's research led me to you.
Bryson sent you?
He's dead, Doctor. Killed by his assistant.
I see.
I need you to tell me everything you found on the Leviathan. Bryson seemed to think it killed a Reaper.
It's a myth. A dead end.
But what about the artifact you mentioned in your message?
I did? No.
Yes, Doctor, you did. But now we've got Reaper forces attacking, so I need to break you out. We'll grab the artifact and go.
Reapers. The darkness must not be breached.
The darkness?
The darkness.
Why do you pursue me?
Doctor?
Leave the artifact. You will not take what is mine.
I don't believe we are speaking to Garneau.
You killed a Reaper. I need your help.
You bring only death.
Someone has cut the power. There he goes.
Leave this place.
Wait! We need to get to that artifact before he does.
He said it was in the mines.
We'll need to find a different route. Garneau's notes gave us a nav point for the artifact.
Map shows a service door at the next tram station.
Looks like we're not the only ones headed that way.
I am noticing a pattern. Despite the law of averages, we never find the Reapers moving in a direction away from us.
Not going biz.
Okay, let's find that artifact.
Remember a power switch somewhere around here.
What was that?
Something big just landed.
Looks like the door's power supply's been cut.
There are the trouble spots. The drone can repair it.
We'll need to escort it.
Unfortunately, the drone is damaged and is on reserve power.
Let's make it quick then.
Understood. Stay close to the drone.
Got it.
Shepard, we still need to escort that drone. We should hurry.
On it. I'm on it.
Thank you, Commander.
Let's head back. Door should be online.
Alright, looks like we're good to go. I know there should be something around this corner.
The darkness can't be breached.
That artifact, it's...
Like in Bryson's office. Move!
Shepard, over here.
What have you got?
That was not Garneau. This is. It appears he's been dead for a while.
So Leviathan can have Bryson killed, can take over this colony, and he can use them as puppets. Huh. Anything else useful?
Encrypted data, and a personal log with 8 missed calls from a Dr. Anne Bryson.
Anne Bryson?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Commander Shepard. You all right?
I think so. I feel strange, but all right.
Do you recognize this man?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Someone here killed him.
Someone here? How is that possible? I'm so sorry.
Will you tell me anything about what happened to you?
Not really. I, remember... It just seemed cold. I remember a feeling... cold and dark.
If dark was a feeling, that's exactly what I felt.
That artifact, do you know where it came from?
Came out of the mine. Right. Head office was supposed to send someone. That's about all I can...
Cortez, what's your situation? Can you bring the shuttle?
Affirmative. Strangest thing. A couple of minutes ago, the Reaper forces broke off and left.
Reaper. What's a Reaper?
What year do you think this is?
2176.
2176 was 10 years ago.
What?
Let's arrange for these people to be evacuated into temporary quarantine.
If these people have been out of it for that long, they're in for a shock.
It now seems Leviathan not only has the power to destroy a Reaper, but possesses an indoctrination ability.
Do you think it actually is a Reaper?
Or maybe that's how they learned indoctrination in the first place from the apex predator.
If it is a Reaper, then I want to know what it's up to. How long has it been out here, and more importantly, why? Edie, did we get anything from Garneau's notes?
Yes. They suggest that Garneau created a way to block the artifact's mind-affecting properties. The artifact seems to be the key.
Agreed. When I head back to Bryson's office, I want you there.
Yes, Commander.
I want to know just what the hell these artifacts really are and what they can do.
Whatever they are, they're too dangerous to have around.
And we've got one sitting right in the middle of the Citadel.
New mission at the terminal. Ray Sato's still kicking. Nice. I was about to say, go talk to Joker and all them. return to the office.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to kill me.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around.
Let's see, we gotta search for more clues.
They were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
Anything interesting about the artifact's structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
Edie, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
There's got to be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs.
Could be worth a look.
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony.
Damn.
She seems to know something about the artifact.
She's in trouble.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approaching, her concern was warranted.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
Can you identify this, Edie?
It originates with a pre-spaceflight culture, but there are none recorded in the Pylos Nebula.
Does anything in Anne Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Nothing relevant.
Any idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the Project Requisitions Locker.
Any correlation between Project Scarab and these unexplained creature sightings?
Not beyond Leviathan itself.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted civilian comm buoys. But we might learn more if we find the ship's specifications.
Run they by here?
There are specifications for several ships here. We need to find the Icarus.
Which ship am I looking for again?
The Icarus. We are looking for the Icarus.
The Icarus. Here we go.
The ship has enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay, we can rule out the relay system. What about criminal activity in the Pylos Nebula?
Because the area is part of the Attica Traverse, criminal reports are unreliable at best.
Let's see, requisition locker?
The locker is secure. We must locate an access card to open it.
Access card for the requisitions locker?
Yes. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab. Wind protection gear. Water recycling equipment. Didn't need an environmental suit.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems with compatible planets.
Looks like another piece of equipment I could have grabbed.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems. Based on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Good. Let's go get Anne Bryson.
Hopefully this opens up the Pylos Nebula.
Signal confirmed. Reapers eluded. I found something.
Alright, that's war assets we could use. Now let's head over to the dig site.
Signal confirmed. We have located Anne Bryson's dig site.
Alright, fuel tanks are topped off. Let's go to the dig site. Yeah, let's mix it up.
So we got reports of an attack on an excavation site.
Right. Edie, can you tell us anything else?
This is the main site of a series of excavations established under Dr. Garrett Bryson. Staff records confirm the project lead is his daughter, Anne. She has recently uncovered another artifact possibly linked to Leviathan. That discovery must have made this dig site a target.
Yes. The attack means the Reapers are one step ahead of us. We need to pick up the pace. And since Bryson's daughter is our only lead, our objective is clear. Cortez?
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails. Getting some strange signals, though. Give me a minute.
The artifacts she uncovered may have caused problems. We know they're dangerous.
Agreed. Take us in closer.
Copy that. We have hostile!
Looks like Ravagers.
Take us in.
Commander, on the landing platform!
That's her. Okay, let's get...
Damn! Tracking multiple boats!
Get us over there!
Negative, it's too hot. Heading to lower platform. Hang on! There, go!
Jump! Move! She's somewhere above us!
Hello? Is anyone there? I'm coming down.
This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance Navy. It's too dangerous. We'll come to you.
Yes, okay. You should take the elevator up on the far side.
Copy that. We're on our way.
That looks about to fall. How are we gonna jump to here?
You're here.
Commander, they're swarming everywhere up here.
Can you find a place to hide?
I'll try.
Get there. Stay put.
Oh, something with armor.
I'm tired of Reapers doing that all the time.
Look for another path.
Looks like we're going up.
Looks like a bridge over there. Controls are broken. Someone try to fix it.
Yes, Commander. This crude wiring has failed. I'll need a moment. The bridge is operational. Affirmative! Watch it! Control!
How the hell did she get turned invisible?
The bridge is up!
Move! That elevator can't be far. This way.
Damn.
Elevator spotted.
Got it! And the elevator's blocked. Is there another way out?
I'll override the pod door near you. There's an access point above, Commander, but you'll have to climb to it.
Copy that.
Arms in the head. You got it.
Any other goodies in here?
As you wish.
Oh, explosive canister.
We're blocked. Find another way.
This looks like a path.
Commander, they attacked my assistant Hopkins. We're being cornered.
Stay hidden, Doctor.
We're trying, but there's too many of them. Hurry!
Like there's nothing else over there. I just want to don't leave anything behind. Need them resources.
As you wish.
Anne, you still there?
We're barely hanging on. Hopkins is wounded. Are you close?
Heads up! Platform's coming down!
Around! Go around!
Almost there.
No, no! Boyles, stay down! Oh, God!
What's happening?
Kirkwood and Boyles tried to run for it. The Reapers got him.
Don't move until we get there.
Tommy Blade.
Elevators just ahead!
Get to it!
Get that salvage.
think Hopkins is dead.
No, Hopkins, why? I think they're all dead.
He tried to run. I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others. Where did everyone go?
I'm sorry. They didn't make it. Doctor, I need you to come with me.
Oh god. Yes, of course.
Check them corners.
I was at another dig site when they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but what's happening?
Shepard, look.
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Yes. Yes, we think so. It's old, much older than my father thought. And there, as if the natives were under its power. Clearly a Reaper, but acting alone. Not like any Reaper we've seen before.
Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course. Incredible. It's just ahead. May sound strange, but I'm certain it affects people. Their behavior. I've only had a short time to study it.
Not strange at all. Did you find anything?
Not much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates. Get down!
What are they doing?
They've activated it. I've never managed anything.
Doctor.
They've learned too well. The darkness must not be breached.
Commander!
Take it out!
Got it.
You okay? Cortez, we have Ann Bryson. Need a pickup.
On my way, Commander.
Copy that. You see the shuttle? You run. Don't look back.
Okay. Yes.
We'll bring it down. Okay, Cortez, get in here.
Copy that, Commander. Shuttle ready for evac, Commander.
Copy that. Everybody, let's go.
They'll shoot me from behind.
Yes, Commander. I will comply. Right away! I will comply.
Come on, Dr. Bryson.
You okay?
Yeah, Commander. I think so. I blacked out.
Leviathan took control of you. We cut the connection before you got hurt.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
The Reapers seem as interested in it as we are.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
We were hoping you could help us figure out why. But first, Doctor, I have some bad news.
Anne, please. Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector. I have to call my father. He'll want to know.
Anne, you need to listen to me, okay? Your father is dead. Sorry.
He's... what? Dead? He can't be dead.
We met with him, hoping to find out what he knew. Something happened.
Something happened?
You're not the first to lose control. Your father's assistant. One minute he was fine. The next... he drew a gun on your father. I couldn't stop him.
I can't believe this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who can help us. Anne?
I want to see his office.
We'll arrange for transportation and meet you there.
Keep it together there. Definitely need a break. Now we'll pick up more of the Leviathan DLC. I'm gonna take a small break. I will continue this tomorrow, but we got a good chunk of the DLC going. We're about I want to say the halfway mark. So do what you guys do best. Hit me up with a comment down below. Leave a like. Don't forget to share the video. I really appreciate you. Catch that replay back on my YouTube channel. You know what to do there. Hit that sub notification button for the daily content drop. Special thanks for you guys watching live on Twitch. Don't forget to hit that follow button there as well. Catch me live every day. And once again, thanks for watching. I forgot the last part. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and have an amazing day.